So here we are, another dose of tempestuous rivalry and heady ambition. It is, of course, the familiar side of the two big Milanese teams preparing to lock horns once more. They've been doing this since 1908, and the contest remains as fiery as ever. Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing, certainly up for this one. The Milan derby, one of the most eagerly anticipated games in the world. Yet another edition of this never-ending rivalry, Jim.
Yes, Peter, this is one of the must-see derbies in world football. The atmosphere alone will send shivers down your spine, and when a goal is registered, the decibel level will deafen you, believe me on that. Tension levels can be off the scale, and the Milanese have a unique way of expressing their emotions. I've been privileged to be in this position before now, and I'm not expecting to leave disappointed.
And looking down the list of names, it does look, Jim, as though it's going to be a 5-3-2.
Conservatism would appear to be at play, Peter. However, we don't quite know what their motives are just yet. It could well be as it looks, but it might also be a way of deceiving the opposition into thinking that they're just going to sit back and then hope to produce an aggressive counter-attack or two. This system can accommodate that, and I certainly hope we're going to get something positive in response, and it's not going to be all defence.
Well, as you can see, we've already... He's having a go! Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, one of the smartest wingers around, Peter, is Oyarzabal. I really...
Has a shot! Oh, the ball's come loose here. In for the pieces! Goal! Milan! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Tomori, and it's Modric. Gets a good foot in there, driving forward. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And he's being shifted off it. Now it's Nkunku. Now it's Oyarzabal. Oyarzabal! And for a moment, time stood still. Tomori.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Oh, that is a nice touch. Caicedo. Pass somewhat off target. Rafael Leao.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Now it's Oyarzabal. Nkunku.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Now it's Oyarzabal. The muscular approach does pay off here. In with the challenge. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Nkunku. Jimenez promptly onto that, and that is that. And it's Robertson. Caicedo. Son Heung-min. Ricci has found the net here, of course. Gabia. Now Modric. Gabia. De Winter. Rabiot. Milan looking to pass their way through. Good ball, good take. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Fagioli. Son Heung-min. Now Son Heung-min. That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He won't be happy with that one. And here's Oyarzabal. Takes a shot. And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
Now it's Oyarzabal. Applies the finish! Oh, that's a waste.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Salmakers. Well, that pass isn't the best.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Ricci. Son Heung-min. Oh, nicely intercepted. And here's Nkunku. Foot in. Quality ball. Mikel Oyarzabal.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Now it's Nkunku. He's on it. Can he get away? And that's really well manoeuvred. Well seen. Saw that coming. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. And we're underway again.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent.
Shoots! Out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
And now they can spring out of defence. Mikel Oyarzabal. Fagioli. Valverde. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Now it's Oyarzabal. Messi is onto this. Lovely bit of skill. The ball has bounced loose now. And here's Valverde. Just too much on that. He's had a shot! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Modric, Ricci. Now it's Selmakers, and it's Ricci. Now, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. And here's Salamakers. He's in a great position here. Son Heung-min. Modric does really well to win the ball there. Ambitious ball here. Shot a goal! He has done it! And this is getting better and better. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Milan are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it. This game is offering less possession. They'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
He's having a shot! Could have done better, and he knows it.
Well, that's confidence for you. Distance doesn't even bother him.
He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Rabiot. Gabia. De Winter. And it's Batasagi. Now it's Oyarzabal. Now it's Messi. Rabiot did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Fagioli. Oh, lovely feeding. Can he finish? It's loose now and they want to get it back. And this is Messi. And the shot! And that has been knocked clear.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
He's picked his way through. Nkunku proves just a little bit too strong.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
Now it's Oyarzabal. Back into the middle. Messi. Fagioli. And the shot! Oh, should have put that away.
It's a good effort, and you can sense that they're upping the gears. This needs to be sustained now.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 4.
Milan
Numero
choose.
campo per il numero 19. Il numero 8.
Salmakers and Tomori. Salmakers and Tomori. Gabbia, De Winter and Bartasaghi. De Winter. Now Gabbia. Tomori.
Inter can certainly take credit for the way they've gone about their business here. This scoreline is inaccurately reflective.
De Winter.
Inter really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable.
Oh, what has happened here? And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Valverde. Now it's Oyarzabal. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Fofana. And here's Loftus-Cheek. Now it's Fofana. Looking to play him in. Tries a shot! A real chance and a real let-off. Knocks it into space, and it's made its way to it. Goes for a shot! Oh, that is rather wayward. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Now it's Messi. Now it's Oyarzabal. And here's Messi. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And here's Valverde. Not the most accurate pass. Big chance! Decent enough try.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
And the referee brings it to a close. Well, plenty of talking points, and many of them sadly negative. This is clearly not how it was meant to go. The end of the game. Reflections?
Yeah, well, I've been on the losing side in games like this, and I can tell you it really does hurt. It's about the fans, and when you let them down, it hurts that bit more. I mean, you can do all the right preparations and still end up on the losing side. I don't think they'll be going out tonight.
Just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin for joining us and to wish you a very good day. Well, welcome everybody to what is a really important game, which is in conditions somewhat suboptimal. The rain is falling heavily, the players are feeling it on their backs, and soon the pitch will be evidently much wetter than is perfect. It's going to be a test for all involved. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. And that gets things running. Now it's Oyarzabal. And it's Messi. Now it's Fagioli. Can he finish? He's missed, but not by that far.
Fagioli is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Nicely weighted ball. Can he latch on to this? He's onside! Played into the box, climbs up big! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. He's picked his way through. Well, both starting the game at a pretty decent tempo. Now it's Oyarzabal. Nice control. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though. Takes a shot! Goal! Inter! You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Mikel Oyarzabal is second in the league scoring charts. Inter Milan, breakthrough nice and early, just as they wanted it. Messi. Now it's Oyarzabal. Well, that is one way to stop him. And it's Messi. Is there any support? And the finish! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Messi clearly is trying to be too clever there. He should have gone with his instincts. The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage. Goes for a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, nicely intercepted. Inter Milan are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. Now it's Oyarzabal. Oyarzabal! That is ended up in no man's land. And this is Messi. Can he finish? He's keen, determined to have his say.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Inter Milan have their second corner now. Messi with the short one. And that was very necessary. Now it's Son Heung-min. Now it's Oyarzabal. He's having a shot! Oh, taken with style. And this is getting better and better. The invitation was clear and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Inter Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
He's had a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
What a fabulous run. OK, it didn't come off in the end, Peter, but that would surely spark some kind of response from those around him.
Valverde. It's Oyarzabal. And he's found a way past. That is good strength. Messi has it in a wide position. Oh, that was vital. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Stood up well to him there. Inter Milan looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. And here's Oyarzabal. Now it's Oyarzabal. Nicely spread. Now it's Messi. Now it's Oyarzabal. Shot at goal! Yes! And they are pulling clear here. Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an honor.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
Inter Milan find a position of real strength. Can he get on the end of this? He's got away. Engages and forces him off the ball. No, that's been intercepted. And that's put paid to a promising move. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Oyarzabal. Messi. That's good play. Fagioli. And the shot! Sticks it away! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
And there is the half-time whistle. Well, what a half they've had. Cruising to victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing.
Inter really are in control here. They've done exactly what they set out to do. There's a genuine flow about their football, and some of the stuff they've played so far has been great on the eye.
Inter Milan have had it all their own way so far then, and they go in at the break in an utterly dominant position. So off we go once more. Caicedo. And it's Son Heung-min.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Son Heung-min. Adrian Benabe. Mikel Oyarzabal. Just eases him off the ball. Akanji does really well to win the ball there. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Adrian Benabe. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Now this could be a chance. Pass somewhat off target.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 80.314
Quarter of an hour into the second half. Now it's Oyarzabal. Adrian Benabe. Lovely feet. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Son Heung-min, who does have an assist to his name. Picked out brilliantly. Shot, surely! Oh, good-looking ball. Great defending, strong and determined. Caicedo. Oh, that's a key interception. And he was quick to react. Inter Milan have reclaimed it. Just about up to 75 minutes. No way through there. Oh, that's ambitious. Now he's off and running. Adrian Benabe. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. And it's Caicedo. He's tried one! Keeper always had the measure of that.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
And he's managed to get free. It's a promising position. Valverde. Looking for the run. Hit into the middle. Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
He has found the way through. There's the shot! Valverde. Fagioli does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Spread it left. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. The referee's awarded a free kick. Oh, how good is he? He's got himself an absolute peach. Oh, that is a bit special.
Oh, that was breathtaking. He'll never hit another as well in his whole career.
Gol per il Parma. Ha segnato all'89esimo minuto. Numero 17.
Palmer grab a goal, but it's hard to see it as anything much more than a consolation. Robertson.
Il quarto uomo indica
Nice
2
interception,
minuti di
his
recupero.
positioning was spot on, but that has not gone well. That is lovely. Close shoots! The whistle has gone and it is all over. Inter Milan pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted right from the start. A show all about one side's remorselessness, ruthlessness, relentlessness. Mikel Oyarzabal collecting the match ball, and it is his. Well, after all of that, Jim,
What team winning by playing to their strengths? There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.